Hello. It's me, Alex. We're here again, episode 91. That boy. I'm here with my other boys and non-boy. Michael is one of my boys.
Me.
Steph, also one of my boys.
Yep, hello.
Chris, here's my non-boy.
Hey.
Here's my man.
No, what's going on?
Not bad. Not good. What?
Not a
Not
lot.
bad, not good.
Not a lot. I think that's the answer.
I oddly can't hear myself that well. So
Not good is kind of just as ambiguous as not bad, really.
That's why I like to hear myself.
Anyone tell you, Chris, you've got a good radio voice?
No, but I was invited to join a podcast, so
Well,
maybe
And
it all
what-
makes sense now.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I thought Alex was just trying to seduce me, but when he brought me on, but
little
it
column A,
turns
little
out
column B.
He actually just wants
yeah.
to listen to your voice even more. So
How did
exactly.
I get you on here?
Perhaps I'm the one seducing him.
I do remember when I was just listening to the show before I joined, when you were a guest star on one of the
If Steph
episodes.
was a fan.
I was like, I was a fan. And then I was like,
Now look at you,
Chris has a
couldn't
really good
couldn't wait
voice
to leave,
for the
can't
podcast.
You? Can't wait to leave.
Nah,
Yeah.
we took forever to set up today.
Sorry.
I know, I was sitting
All
down
right.
doing nothing. I know.
yeah,
I
weren't
wasn't
really being
helping.
helpful, were you?
No.
No.
Well,
Chris.
I mean, we are the talent on this side. You guys are kind of running the show. That's
it.
how it goes.
That's it. You don't see
it's
the
pretty clear
actors
format
setting
right
up
now.
for the scene.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
So me and
with
Steph don't usually get to
You know what
podcast
sucks?
together,
I
but
would
I like the
say-
dynamic. We
I
gotta-
would say let's just get up and leave and let them do the show. But I have a feeling the show would still go okay.
We got a nice solid block on this side of the table now. We're
I've
a
had a
united
phone
front.
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah.
We've got a civil war here.
What have you guys
Okay.
got going? Go on,
Italian-
give us your...
Italy versus Australia. Let's do it.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
all
got a
right.
buzzer.
So we're going to talk about black and white Italian westerns the entire time.
Spaghetti westerns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the ones that Rick Dalton was in.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
love Rick Dalton.
Yeah.
Rick
Yes.
Dalton from Bounty Law. That was terrible.
What a movie. Anyway, what are we talking about this week, guys?
All right. I think to wrap up last week's
Yeah.
short discussion, we're going to talk about season 3 of
We didn't
Cobra Kai.
and you know what? You and I are just gonna. This is Michael and my show right now because you guys have decided not to watch season 3. So
I love season 3 of Cobra Kai. I love
How
the
much
first.
have you watched?
I
Especially
want
the
to say
first
like
4
two thirds around
Yeah,
that.
that's what's
I think there's like 2 eps left.
Have you
So
not
you guys
watched
are just
any
gonna
show?
spoil it for me.
I dare say that I've seen season 3 twice by this point, Michael.
No, you haven't. You
That's
said
him.
before the show you hadn't. I watched season 3 3 times.
Well, there you go. That's one more.
I
than
watched season
thought.
3 in the first 6 hours of the show being out.
My God.
Don't you try and pretend to be one of us. You're not one of us. We know. I've been here since
they're
YouTube Red.
I think they're compensating for
Yeah.
for our
But look,
awesome-
if Alex watched season 3, why don't you tell us about it? All right? Why don't you? Why would we need to watch
Yeah,
it
that's-
when Mr. Expert can watch it 3 times
Paint
and
us a
analyze
picture.
it and bottle it up for
Season 3
us?
opens up.
Yeah.
I actually know how it opens up. I can't. I remember exactly how it starts. But what do we think of season 3? Because I know what I think of season 3. I think it's my favorite
Well,
season.
so far
for
from what
sure.
you've seen,
Mm.
how you feel?
what are you
I
up
think
to?
I already
we can spoil it.
mentioned-
I don't care.
Okay. Well, Miguel's alive, but he might not walk again. And then Johnny was coming in and giving him the whole like, "You just gonna give up? What? You just talking to him like freaking? If you want to get out of that bed, get out of that bed." And he was working with him on that, and I hadn't progressed much from there. But my entire mood on season 3 was I was really liking it. I was loving. I feel like things came down to earth at the start of season 3 from how season 2 went. And my favorite characters were the parents just ranting over, like, wait, why is there a karate gang war
that-
in the school?
Oh yeah, the whole.
That was really important this season because
Yeah.
we have to remember and we have to acknowledge the fact that it's ridiculous that we just have warring karate like Ferrari
Karate
and
gang.
How would you say it? Yeah,
Karate
warring karate
gang.
gangs throughout the school.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I loved. And it's mainly the first 2 episodes that start like that.
Yep.
We get back to Cobra Kai, like, straight after that because, spoiler, Miguel does walk again.
It's-
Very quickly.
Johnny's obviously the one that tries to like sees him with the therapist, and he's like just doing like the pedal.
Yeah,
legs.
see, I remember that, I think.
Johnny's idea is light his shoes on fire.
Yeah,
And then takes him to a rock concert and notices his foot's tapping.
to the music.
So
So,
then they figure out that.
so that's just say by the end of season 3, Miguel is fighting again.
Okay, that is
Yeah.
very quick.
Yeah.
Very quick recovery. Okay.
Things definitely escalate between the 2 groups. Miguel's kind of at this point not really with Cobra Kai.
No, he's unaffiliated
He's unaffiliated for pretty much this season because obviously like
until
yeah.
something else happens. So
Well,
yeah,
you can spoil. That's what we're here for.
We'll get there.
We'll-
We'll
yeah.
get there.
Okay.
I want to break down all of
But
it.
like
so
Cobra Kai pretty much like the dojo dives off the deep end Kreese takes over.
Kreese, so yeah, obviously
No,
at the end
aware
of
of that,
season 2,
yep.
Kreese kicked Johnny out. Johnny just like threw away his phone in his car, and then the season 2 ends with zooming in on his phone and sees a friend request from Ali from the love interest from the original Karate Kid, Elizabeth Shue. Boom. Then season 3 picks up Miguel. Obviously, we'll skip through the first few because basically, Robbie gets arrested. Miguel starts to
walking again.
therapy to walk again, and
Sam's terrified
Sam's
of
got
going back to-
PTSD because Tori.
Okay, yeah, I saw a bit of that.
Yeah, so that's happening. Not Miguel, what's his name? Dimitri. Has got all the confidence in the world now, which I'm enjoying.
Dimitri's slowly becoming my favorite character.
Dimitri's just cocky now.
Yes, okay, I do remember him going straight up to the like popular cheerleader character with a big like a volcano model and just been like, "You can win any science fair if you date me." Like.
The thing is, he's got like the confidence is a bit cocky, but it's not like horrible cocky. It's just very polar from what he was in the past two seasons.
So yeah, and then you've got the whole you've got a bunch of different incidents with Cobra Kai kids, and then what it was the Miyagi-Do kids at school. So you got all that escalating, and then we got the weird conflict between Daniel's rivalry in the car dealership world, getting an exclusive deal for a certain big
like a
cars.
Japanese car brand.
They use that for Daniel to end up in Okinawa for this season. He goes to Japan.
Like 2 episodes? Or
2 episodes they spend in Okinawa with Daniel, who meets his love interest from Karate Kid 2, and then the villain from Karate Kid 2, who's had a change of heart. It's interesting. It's one of my favorite aspects was that Chosen, who's the big bad guy from Karate Kid 2, they show that, this guy tried to kill Daniel. Johnny never tried to kill Daniel. This guy legit tried to murder Daniel.
You want to fight to the death.
Yeah. And he's changed, and then those two form do I want to say friendship or just like a respect for each other?
Yeah, I think it's a respect. The thing is, because I haven't seen Karate Kid 2, I didn't, obviously, you get a bit of the story through flashbacks.
That's where the flashbacks work.
And I did really enjoy it because obviously they show the fact that this guy tried to kill him and fight to the death. And for the first bit that they're together when they meet in the restaurant when they first go to the dojo, this dude is just deadpanned, doesn't say anything, and then just at the end just starts chuckling.
Yeah, he's acting how you think he would act, like the villain from Karate Kid 2 All Grown Up would act.
Yeah,
and then
this big deep hatred.
There's certainly it's very confronting at first,
have you seen number 2?
Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
I was I was holding myself back from having a go at Michael from not having seen it.
So when he goes to, it's live or die, man.
Yeah, I've got one of those little drums at
nice.
home. Yeah.
And you know how he just honks him on the nose?
Yeah.
Well, that happens then. Chosen finally defeats Daniel in their sparring match, and he goes, I've been waiting for this for a while, live or die, and he's still acting like how you think he would act, all deadpan and serious. And then
just honks his nose.
And then Daniel's like, "You don't have to do this, man." And he just honks his nose and starts laughing. He's like, "I've been waiting for that to happen for years."
Oh, okay. I didn't get up to that
and
bit.
they obviously he takes him to a dojo that is in Japan and stuff.
Miyagi-Do. He takes him to Miyagi-Do.
Yeah.
Miyagi-Do.
Yeah. And teaches him a move Mr. Miyagi obviously didn't teach Daniel.
Pressure points.
Smacking the pressure points so then they go.
And the quote is, if your opponent is insisting on waging war, take away his ability to do that, which is by making their arms go numb.
Oh, sorry, is this Avatar? Are we taking bending away from people that can't be trusted?
So yes, obviously, why is this camera stopped? Sorry.
Oh, well, one thing I was going to mention.
Can you quickly get up and check that camera?
Was the...
Just start recording on that one.
I noticed in the flashback when they show Karate Kid 2 and they show the epic scene of the live or die, they cut just before the honk because they were showing the flashback for dramatic effect of their relationship. And that scene wouldn't have seemed dramatic without any context.
I've always felt it was weird how Daniel just did the honk in that though. He does it very fast.
But with the context of the whole movie, because that's something Mr. Miyagi does to him, I think, earlier on. Yeah. With the context of the whole movie, the honk doesn't seem out of place. But I love that they cut the flashback before that. Yeah. Because someone would be like, what? Huh?
So, not to go too much more into this, but basically the end of the season.
Yeah, we'll jump to the just end. Before that, obviously, Robbie's gotten back out of juvie or whatever. Sam and Miguel pretty much are back together. catches them kissing.
Guess who starts manipulating Robbie now? Good old Kreese. Kreese
Course.
visits Robbie because you would have watched how Johnny didn't rock up to his meeting with Robbie in juvie.
No, I'm not sure.
Okay,
No.
that-
Might be
it was.
just
I think
yeah.
it is.
There was because Johnny's friend that's the pastor goes with him because he's
Pastor?
not allowed to go.
Pasta.
There's something
He's not because he's got a record. They won't let Johnny go by himself, so he has to be with one of the clergy
Yep.
or whatever.
Interesting.
So yeah, he doesn't show to that. Robbie gets mad, and then guess who does show up to visit him in juvie and offer him some advice? Kreese.
Of course.
And Kreese just goes, "Hey man, like just beat up the kids who are like essentially just telling him to strike first." So then Robbie does just start beating up the kids, and he earns the respect of the kids who are bullying him. And so now he goes, "Wow, Kreese gave me some good advice."
Yeah.
That's not good.
I mean,
all right.
I guess
Damn. Maybe I got to
talk-
watch season 3.
Talking about the finale, you get.
Oh, we got to talk about Johnny starting up a whole new dojo.
Oh
now.
yes. What's it? Eagle Fang?
Eagle Fang Karate.
What?
It's like, eagles don't even have
Yeah,
fangs.
so he's like,
Okay, that's good.
he goes, "You know what? I need to start a new one. I need my boys to be ready." And so they do that, and he's got no money to hire a new dojo, so they just go to the public park to practice.
He says he's like chatting to some random dude in the park, like, so it's free,
Yeah.
and you can use it anytime, and then just makes his dojo in the
Yeah.
park.
So, and if you thought the high school was ridiculous, cutting right to the end, Ali shows up. Everyone got worried because they thought she was there. Because Johnny and Carmen, Miguel's mum, end up together in this season,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
properly.
They smush.
And they do smush. Like,
Yep.
they smush.
There's a lot of schmutz coming from
And,
that direction.
Instead, so that happens. And then Ali shows up, the love interest from one, and everyone's like, oh no, it's going to be this stupid love triangle. She's there really to get Daniel and Johnny to be on the same page. So that's what they
Okay.
use her for.
Because they have another one of those nights out sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where like
Yep, classic.
they're at a country club, Johnny gets
And-
invited along with Ali.
All right, so after all that, if you thought the high school fight was ridiculous, we're now going into breaking and entering into
And assault.
and assault in Daniel's house, where Cobra Kai, so Hawk, Tori, all that. Oh, and they bring back the bully from season 1, Kyler. He joins Cobra Kai.
Okay, yeah.
Because Chris pretty much just rocks up to the school and
he's
starts
like,
recruiting.
He starts recruiting all the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
For it. And then so they get in a
So
fight.
yeah, pretty much Miyagi-Do and just having like a little party amongst themselves. And Cobra Kai just rock up and pretty much just start breaking shit. Like they come through the
come
window.
ham.
Okay.
They throw kids through windows. And
So it's like
then-
a full-on gang war.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we get some heel turns from characters here. Hawk sees the light and comes to the good side, and 'cause
Hey.
he breaks Dimitri's arm earlier in the season, and you can see he was conflicted about that. He didn't
Oh,
want to do it.
we didn't talk about it
Yeah.
because there was
they were setting up Hawk swapping sides throughout the
Yeah.
whole season, and they finally do it. This fight, they want him to break Dimitri's arm again, and he ends up fighting with Dimitri against Cobra Kai.
which is really great to see. it kind of like I was very much heading towards the Hawk's like just very like too much, and it does the 180.
So Daniel, so after this happens, Daniel goes, "Fuck this! I'm going to Kreese and I'm going to fight Kreese now." And after Johnny does the same thing. Johnny goes to fight Kreese, and when Johnny rocks up, guess who's training with Kreese? Robbie.
So
Ooh.
Yeah.
Johnny and
And-
Kreese start.
Johnny and Kreese start fighting, and Robbie's trying to protect Kreese, and Johnny kind of just like
Throws him out.
throws him out of the way, like, and accidentally knocks him out.
Yeah.
And now Johnny and Kreese are fighting. Kreese is about to fucking kill Johnny.
So it's pretty much that headlock that he had him in.
Yeah.
Was it? I don't know which
Two,
movie.
beginning of 2.
Yeah.
And then Kreese is about to kill Johnny. And Daniel comes in, kicks the shit out of Kreese.
And
And Kreese
does-
throws him through a window.
Gets,
and then
gets one of the fork. I don't know what they call.
I don't. And then it's literally Daniel remembers what Chosen said about like
pressure
taking away
points.
pressure points, and does that to Kreese. He's about to take out Kreese, and then the kids rock up just in time and say, "Dad, don't kill this guy, please." And then Kreese, this part I don't love, but it sets up season 3, which is awesome. Kreese is like, "That's settled this the old-fashioned way. Tournament, the next Silver Valley tournament. If your students beat mine, I'll leave forever." And Johnny goes, "Don't worry, we will." And season 3 ends with Daniel and Johnny opening up their own dojo together.
Yeah.
Literally ends
So it's
with-
pretty much like Miyagi-Do, and you only see Daniel, and then like Johnny kind of just it does the whole thing, like it pans to the side.
Yeah.
And Johnny
Set
like
to Phil
steps
Collins. Is it Phil Collins?
up. I can't.
do 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 do.
Oh yeah, in the air.
I can feel, and it's awesome. So season 3.
I have to say,
Wow.
That's
especially
a lot.
the
That's so
ending.
exciting.
The
Yeah.
ending of season 3 makes this my favorite.
yeah. Oh fuck.
Like the last half.
Them
of the
working
season.
together. This is what I've been waiting for the whole time because they should be best friends. And you know what? We're getting it.
So yeah.
And it's happening. All right. Well,
Wow.
that's exciting. Yeah, it sounds like, I mean, definitely what I expected. They're working a lot through the characters. It's very character based. There's a lot of development happening.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And obviously, Sam and Miguel now together.
Wait, Sam and Miguel?
Are
Back together.
You don't like that? I mean, you like that?
Ah.
See, I was happy they got together in the first season. I was like, don't break up, don't break up.
Okay.
There we go.
That I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have like a little moment and start kissing, and Daniel
Daniel walks in on him.
There's quite a few like hilarious moments in this one too. Like the comedy still lands.
Comedy hits.
Yep.
It's definitely.
Great show. Love it. Everyone should watch season 3.
The more I'm talking
Wow.
about it, the more I want to watch it. I have to go back and watch it.
I think that's all we need to talk about for it.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, that
Now
works.
you
Wow.
wanted to
I
talk
watched the movie.
something.
So
Alex watched a movie.
I did. On the 15th, I believe, in January, a movie came out on Amazon Prime. Directorial debut from Regina King. It's called
Oh.
One Night in Miami. This has anyone heard of this film?
I've heard of the name, but I don't know anything about it.
So this stars only one person I really know from anything before. Oh no, two. One of them is from The Invisible Man. He played her friend,
Oh, okay.
the African American
Oh,
policeman.
okay.
Right.
Yep. And Leslie Odom Jr.
Awesome.
So this is character wise who we got in this movie. We got Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, Jim Brown, and Muhammad Ali or Cassius Clay, and it's based on a play, and it's about these three it's a meeting of the minds based on true, but also not really. About them spending and having conversations in a hotel room just after Muhammad Ali became the world champion. The night after the fight where he became world champion, they all met in a hotel room and they all just start talking about their experiences and what they believe. Because like you get Malcolm X who gets into Sam Cooke, because Sam Cooke was a famous singer back then, but he mainly played in southern states to white people and made music for white people. Malcolm X was like, man, you've got the most powerful voice out of all of us. You should be the loudest voice out of all of us instead of just making music for them.
Yeah, Malcolm X was very against.
And it's also like about, Cassius Clay making the transition to the Nation of Islam and becoming Muhammad Ali.
That's cool.
So it's all set in one night in Miami. It's
Is it
really
very
cool.
play? Can you tell that it was meant to
Absolutely.
be a play?
It's like, Ma Rainey also was meant to be. It was also a play too. So they kind of had similar vibes to me, where they could be plays. And yeah, it's a real good movie. Dialogue was great. With movies like that where it's mainly dialogue heavy, meeting of the minds. They're just talking. You got to have good dialogue, and they did. They pulled it off really well.
Wow. All right. I didn't even know this movie existed. It sounds really interesting.
Great. Don't know if I can consider it a 2020 movie or 2021.
When was it released?
15th of January, but it was played festivals in 2020.
I think
So if you
wide
look-
release is what I would consider
think
to be its release
yeah.
date.
Yeah.
So that would be 2021.
Just on the thing of like movies on Amazon Prime, we did like obviously talk. You guys talked about it when you saw it ages ago, but I finally got around to watching Palm Springs.
Palm Springs is good.
Oh,
And I
you
think
didn't
this-
watch that with us.
Further solidifies the fact that I love Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg's great.
I like this wasn't like straight out like a couple of the moments weren't like straight out like slapstick, just a gag comedy, but like just some of like the way things are delivered or just some of the moments like were funny, and I just liked the whole vibe of the film. But yeah, that's all I'd say.
I think it was a fun movie. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
I definitely enjoyed it a lot. It like obviously it's a bit bizarre, and then you got the whole quantum stuff at the end. Like
That's cool.
She uses like the fact that she just resets the same day just to learn quantum physics and how to escape this infinite loop.
I love that. I love that she
Yeah,
uses
that's-
her
Yeah.
time in this infinite loop to learn.
One of my favorite parts was when he rocks up to J.K. Simmons' house, asking like what to do.
Yeah.
And it was good. I did very much.
I enjoy Palm Springs a lot too. I think it was on my list for last year for top 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. Have you seen it, Chris?
No, I haven't. It sounds interesting though. Like
So it's
I'm
Andy
thinking I
Samberg,
want to
the
go home
mum
and
from
watch
How I
this.
Met Your Mother.
think of it
Yeah.
Groundhog Day, but
J.K.
Yeah,
Simmons.
well, I love Groundhog Day. Yeah.
It's a modern day Groundhog Day, but
Set in
So
Palm
pretty-
Springs.
it's like if you had to do it and you had someone with you.
Yeah.
and the whole thing is they're reliving like the same day of a wedding. Like that's the day that's resetting over and over again. It's like the day of a wedding.
Mm.
Yeah.
So like, because you don't get shown like Andy Samberg, like you just get introduced on this day, and he's sitting at this wedding in like a Hawaiian shirt, walks up and just like steals the like the microphone during the toasts and spouts
you
some
wake
dumb
up
shit.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
So,
middle of.
so you're following the mum from How Much Fun. I can't say her name. It's
Kristen
Kristen
Milotti.
Milotti.
It's Millie Lotti or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
You're following her, and so she gets into the time loop. But Andy Samberg's in there, but we don't know how long he's already been in there for.
Yeah.
So like he knows everything and he knows the tricks and like what to do. But like it's implied he's been in there for years at this point.
So he's been reliving
the
this
fact,
wedding.
The fact is,
Yeah.
you wake up with Andy Samberg like in the exact same spot. Obviously, he wakes up every day, but you don't know this. So but thinking back once you learn that he's already in the loop, it makes sense of what happens in that first scene. Like when him and his girlfriend go to have sex, and he just seems so deadpan and just like obviously like it's the same thing over and over again and all that sort of stuff. And the way Kristen's character goes in is Andy Samberg dragged J.K. Simmons into this thing.
Not spoil it, Michael. Now just spoiling it.
It's been out for a while. And yeah, so he's got a bit of a hatred to him. So
Yeah, so basically he goes in, Andy Samberg, like, he goes in there because he knows if he dies out. Oh, wait, no, if he dies, he goes reset him. I don't know why he crosses.
no, because he says like if you die slowly, it sucks.
Okay, so he goes to crawl into the thing, and then she's curious, and he's like, don't follow me, and she, of course, follows him, and then she gets stuck in the loop. Good movie. Real good movie. I'll leave you
I liked
confused. I'm not going to
I'll have to go watch it.
Yeah,
do.
I like
How does
that.
it rate among all the Groundhog Day movies?
What's
Because we got that. We
better-
got
You got like Happy Death Day and
we got Happy Death Day. We got Edge of Tomorrow,
Edge of
which is the
Tomorrow's
Tom
better.
Cruise
I love
one.
Edge of Tomorrow. I watched that recently as well.
Just
Again.
Edge of Tomorrow is so critically underrated.
It's amazing.
It's a really
it's a
good
great
movie.
action
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
I haven't seen
So
Edge of Tomorrow.
good.
And even as far as the Groundhog Day concept goes, it does it well. It does
Exactly.
that well. It does. Yeah, it's.
I love
putting that out there.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've been
But
on the
yeah,
Tom
Palm
Cruise
Springs,
kick.
I will go and
mentioned
watch that.
I've been on a big Tom Cruise kick lately. I've watched
Yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow, A Few Good Men for the first time I watched. That's a great
What's
movie.
that
love
like?
that. We
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
good.
Amazing.
I mean, that is You Can't Handle the Truth.
That's
right.
Sorkin.
is
That's
the
I like
Sorkin's
movie.
first
that's Jack
film.
Nicholson
Yeah.
as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Sorkin's first film he did.
Right.
And who else is it? I mean, Kiefer
So-
Sutherland's in it.
yeah.
And then I watched
Very
Collateral.
famous dialogue from that movie.
Has anyone here seen Collateral?
No.
With Tom
No.
Cruise and Jamie Foxx. Tom
No.
Cruise plays the villain in that film. And it's him, like Jamie Foxx is just a cab driver and Tom Cruise is a hitman. And Tom Cruise holds Jamie hostage to drive him around to kill all of his targets for that night. Great movie.
Right.
Interesting.
Michael
That's
Mann,
interesting.
director of Heat.
Yeah.
And,
in terms of Groundhog Day, I've only seen like the original like movie.
oh, Happy Death
Yeah.
Day as well. Sorry.
Happy Death Day's up there.
I
Yeah.
didn't like Happy Death Day. Oh, no. Happy Death Day 1's good.
Two's the
trash.
I
I
think
like-
both of those are the weakest of the genre.
But yeah, they're still watchable.
yeah.
I haven't seen like Groundhog Day in a while.
Groundhog Day is great.
They're like the cheapest of the genre, really.
I-
the other
I-
ones are much more like production.
I put Palm Springs definitely like above Happy Death Day and stuff.
Okay. Well, I can't
So it's like
talk on
it's a-
that yet, but you guys are talking like it's very good. Yeah.
It's a good adaptation of that genre.
Yeah.
I'd say it's on par with being as good as they are for their genres. I'd say it's on par for. I mean, Edge of Tomorrow is great because it's a great action movie with a cool premise.
Exactly,
This
yeah.
is a great comedy with the cool premise.
Yep.
So they're on par for me, but they're different in their own ways.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. I'm gonna go home and watch that for sure.
All right, everyone, let's talk about WandaVision because that first two. Sorry, Chris.
Oh, yeah,
We've done
exciting.
A lot of not. Chris is just clueless this episode. Really, aren't you? We'll get to you though. WandaVision came out recently this week. First two eps dropped. I can definitely see why they sent critics the first 3 episodes when they wanted critics to review the
Oh,
show.
okay,
They
yeah.
sent them the first 3 to
Yeah,
watch.
because it seems like it's.
How did we think that? Because obviously, I mean, there's not much to spoil, which is good. We can talk to you about this.
Yeah, I'm not
Sure.
actually sure where it's going.
You're basically watching 2 episodes of some sitcom.
Yeah, it's like.
So
it's
they're pretty
meta.
much in a
It's meta.
50s black and white sitcom right now.
So first episode is 50s Dick Van Dyke themed. Episode 2 is Bewitched.
Yeah.
yeah, true.
I honestly, I'm enjoying just
I
the
like it.
sitcom nature.
Yeah.
I would honestly, I would watch a whole season of just Wanda and Vision.
Just
having
Vision,
I
like having a
found-
Yeah.
job and just going to work.
Like when the first episode started, I was like, I was enjoying it, and then like one of the moments, I like audibly like started giggling at like something that happened.
the
and I was
people
like,
from
"Oh."
Frozen wrote the theme songs for them.
Did they?
Yeah.
What?
I'm really enjoying the show, and I'm
on board.
loving all like the, if you know anything, this will mean stuff.
Yeah.
Like the adverts
for the
pop up.
toaster
You've got-
and
so first of all, so the coolest thing about that is the only time that color was in the show up to then is the blinking red light on the toaster, and also
Oh really? I
Stark
didn't see that one.
Industries.
yeah, the sound effects for the toaster at Iron Man's repulsors.
Because the
Interesting.
advert that plays on the TV is Stark.
Yeah, and then episode 2, the Strucker watch bands, which had the Hydra logo on it, and Strucker is the last name of the Hydra agent that experimented on them and made Wanda and her brother mutants.
Wait, where was it? Where was the band in there?
There's an advert for the
Oh,
watch.
the
Yeah.
advert, right? Yeah.
So
they're there. The what? Yeah.
So, theories going out online is that the adverts are representing her fear and like her tragedies in her life. Because obviously the first one was Stark missile, the Tony Stark missile landing in like their house as kids and not blowing up. They just had to watch, like there's a line in Age of Ultron which is like, we had to watch for 3 days for Tony Stark to kill us.
Yeah.
So like that obviously Stark bang tragedy number 1 there too. And then when that Hydra and Von Strucker experimented and tortured them with the Mind Stone, or the Soul Stone, whatever Loki had, and gave them their powers, that's the second one.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it's going though.
Yeah.
I don't because I think it's going to get really dark
Well, here's the thing.
I have
at
a
the-
theory of what is happening.
because it's taking place after everything.
It's Endgame.
right?
Endgame's
So
over.
it's
I feel-
Endgame's
I feel-
over. So
I
she's
feel
like
this
in
is
a
her
bed.
dealing with the.
I think she's taken over this rand. I think all the people that appear on the show are real. She's just controlling and manipulating them. I think that she's taken over some random town and she's making them live out her fantasy.
So who's Vision in just some random guy?
I think Vision's no one. I think
Oh,
Vision.
she's just
Vision's
making
like the
them up.
figment.
I think Vision's a fig because end of episode 1 where her Vision's boss starts to choke. None of them are doing anything, and Vision's not even doing anything. She's controlling him because he doesn't help until she says, "Vision, help him."
Yeah.
And she kind of, even the way they filmed that part where they totally different modern camera angles for when the choking's happening, and then she's like, "Vision, help him." She loses her voice, the voice she's putting on, and she tells him to help him. I think that she's controlling everything.
Yeah, and obviously that's the moment. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing here?
I think the helicopter in color in episode 2 is someone has crashed a helicopter into kind
Wherever they are.
Yeah, wherever they are. And I think the girl she meets at the meeting, what's her name?
the blonde chick.
When something, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Dottie,
no,
is it?
No, not Dottie, the black one.
Oh right.
She's not. I mean, I know who she is because the actress playing her is going to be in Captain Marvel too. She's
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
she's a little girl from Captain Marvel, the little black girl from Captain Marvel.
Oh, she's all
Grown up.
right.
That's her. Her name is Monica Rambeau, and she even stumbled across her name. She couldn't when Wanda asked her name. She like went I think a few. I also think the neighbor Catherine Hahn. I think she's in there trying to work out what's going on as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And like obviously at the end of the first episode, it like pans out and it's just like an old timey TV.
Did everyone see our roadcaster on the table? They got one of these sitting on the table.
Oh.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But yeah, like as it pans out, obviously it like pans out to like modern color, like day color, and it's just this like what we just watched being viewed on an old time TV.
Yeah.
And then at the end of number 2, everything's turning color.
Yeah.
I think that
Brady
the
Bunch is
adverts,
next.
the promo for do you reckon or is that
70s. There'll be
Yeah,
the
so
Brady
it'll be
Bunch
the Brady
episode.
Bunch.
They go in decades.
so yeah, I think that the adverts made it seem like it was overly happy, almost in a kind of psychotic way. So she's definitely not in a good place mentally. And I do think that it's going to get really dark in terms of. Do you reckon it's going to make a switch then to the real world after a few episodes, or the facade?
No, I think we're gonna. Oh,
I think
Like,
it's gonna
are they gonna-
dive. I think it's gonna like the end of episode 2 where
I
it
think
starts
there's
going
9
color.
episodes or what?
I think it's gonna fade in and out depending on like because like on the radio she was hearing things. So I think
Which is gonna be Jimmy. It's gonna be Have we all seen Ant-Man and the Wasp?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know Randall Park? I
Yeah.
reckon that's him on the
Jimmy
radio.
Woo. There's they
think-
could go one of two ways.
I think it's gonna go in and out of her like little bubble and the real world, like she'll be broken from this little bubble, and we'll see what the real world, like what's really happening.
I don't know. I reckon it's either going to be that they're going to keep up with the facade, and then the sitcom, it's going to be embedded within the sitcom, all of the falling apart, or
Well, we have 7 episodes left.
right,
So
or they're just going to maybe commit to completely dropping the act. I don't know whether in the middle or at the end.
well, I think.
And
Sorry, I've kind of zoned out of what you're saying. Trying to think about what you think that it's gonna switch from people on the outside to?
well, I'm saying that I think they could embed the falling apart into the sitcom. It could be a blurring of lines.
I think we're going to get 2 different things. I think we're going to get her illusion
this is sort of
she's
what Michael
creating.
was saying.
Yeah, and then we're going to get the people on the outside working out what the hell's going on with her.
Yeah, so I feel I think it's gonna flow in and out through the episodes.
Because
we're not just gonna get
we're still going to meet the girl from Thor 2 and Thor 1.
Yeah.
Darcy's going to be in the show. Like Randall Park's in the show. So it's going to be
I'm
very
interested to see where it goes. Like,
But they could be playing a part in the sitcom, but like you don't know like how it's going to be. I don't know how they're going to try and go about it. That's what I'm curious to know. But I'm intrigued.
Also, like not just on WandaVision, but like how good I think these first 2 episodes has got my hopes up. Well, for
Some people don't like it.
Future Marvel shows.
It's different.
So
I think it's just the tone. Like it's just
I think people aren't expecting. I think people are expecting maybe an episode.
Not enough superheroes or anything like that.
And also I think people are expecting an episode of this. Like, oh, we're gonna get 1 episode of this, and then we're gonna learn what's going on. I think we're not gonna. I think we're gonna slowly get pieces of the puzzle. Then maybe
I like that they're keeping us in the dark.
Same, but I'm also just enjoying the sitcom.
Yeah.
It sounds cool. It's
But
not what
I'm
I
also,
was expecting.
Like I'm enjoying
Yeah.
just like the little dots of.
I like the
colour
magic
'cause-
show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I like
Also, the only other thing in episode 2 that was color was the blood.
the blood in the hand, and also the plane, and then at the end.
Yeah.
And I like the magic show when Vision's drunk. That's
No, he's got the chewy stuff.
yeah,
in
and
his
him
Yeah.
just saying flourish after every single thing he did was hilarious. And I like the
I like how she like gets all the like explanations. Like
I like the
piano
meeting.
is.
I like the neighborhood watch meeting. Norm's here. Norm here is a communist. That's funny.
Well, you have to watch it, Chris.
Yeah, I will.
I'm very excited for the new episode as well.
Yeah,
It just has me. Oh, sorry, you. I was going to say it has me wondering, like, with the sitcoms going forward, like, what could be some of the worst sitcoms they could do?
yeah.
Like, are you going to have a Vision Wanda Seinfeld?
With that music behind it. the-
Could you imagine you have a friend sort of one where it's just like Cap and someone sitting there?
I'm just imagining when they get to the 2000s. Here comes Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
God.
no.
Vision's in a flash shirt.
We can just hope that they choose that How I Met Your Mother.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. I don't think they're going that far though. I think
No.
they're gonna,
No,
I think
okay,
they're gonna.
They're
hang
keeping it
out.
retro.
I
They're
think
keeping it
that
retro.
maybe 90s will be, or I think 80s is far.
I think 80s is the far. It's
There'd
gonna
still
go.
be some good old ones. They could do like Home
Cheers. They could
Improvement.
do Cheers.
Yeah, they could do Cheers. Married with Children.
Yeah.
Vision could be
Happy
Al.
Days.
I think we might see Married with Children because Wanda's pregnant now, magically pregnant.
Okay, that would be hilarious.
I think they're just doing this to deal with her. I think she's doing this to create her
She's
own
living
family.
her own. Yeah, she's living her fantasy
Yeah,
of what
exactly.
she wanted with Vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Obviously, it's something to do with coping after like.
She's
Vision being-
compartmentalizing
yeah.
everything that's happened.
yeah. So that's WandaVision, episode 1 and 2. Check it
Yeah.
out, Disney Plus.
Now onto a bit of a
This is funny. Why are we
Stranger?
talking about this?
stranger topic.
Look, it's big news. It's big news, but I'm keen to get everyone's very varied opinions on this. I'd like to think.
We have. It has come out that a certain actor has a bit of a kink. And it's
Like-
I
weird
think it's
kink.
beyond a kink. I do think it's beyond a kink, and I think we're allowed to kink shame. I'm going to go right ahead. And
This
say
is
that.
all news to me. I must be the innocent
All
one.
right.
Did
so,
you know?
Well,
No,
I'm
I
just
didn't
gonna
know.
drop the bomb. Armie
Yeah.
Hammer has got a cannibal sort of kink.
A big
Okay.
time cannibal
And
fetish.
we know I'm not good
That's
with
the word
names.
I was-
We know I'm bad
Armie
with
Hammer,
names.
he's
So
he's this perfect gentleman. I'll show you. He's in Call Me by Your Name. He's also in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. There you go. He's
Okay.
Man from U.N.C.L.E. boy.
He's one of the Winklevoss. He's the Winklevoss.
Yeah.
I know,
Social
I know
Network.
this man. I
So
know this man.
Armie Hammer has dropped out of a project as of late.
Yeah, Josh Duhamel's front runner to
Josh Duhamel, I haven't heard
yeah,
from him in a while.
is
Okay, yeah.
the front runner to take over.
So yes, he basically a lot of sexy messages that he has sent to his partners in the past have been leaked, and turns out they've all got one thing in common, and that is that he
Wants
is
to eat them.
Yeah, I'm
me a
gonna
sec.
after the show, I'll have to show you what he's been writing. It's very
Okay.
explicit.
It's not friendly.
Very explicit. It's NSFW, and it's effectively just him describing
Well, does he just
you know,
like
things
wanna-
like I want to cut off. What if I cut off a toe and kept it in my pocket,
Wasn't-
so I always had a piece of you with me.
Okay.
And, like,
Like, I wanna
some
take a bite
interesting
out of
stuff.
you.
I want to
sort
take a
of-
bite out of you. Yeah, I've eaten a raw animal's heart, still warm from the body. I have. He licks the blood out of their wounds. His partner, if they cut themselves or something.
Wait, is that not normal? wait.
Chris, we're meant
is
to
this-
eat some hearts after this. if
Yeah,
you wanna
that's
join.
what I love eating hearts.
Can you just take your shirt off so I can carve this pentagram into you?
You just want to get
Actually,
any
yeah.
excuse for Chris to take his shirt off, Michael. You can let it go.
Yeah. I might pop it off next podcast, right? We don't know.
You just gotta go. Oh, we're not doing homework
No,
anymore.
that
I was
means
gonna say-
you have to wear a button up and just, you got to do the flex and pop all the buttons off.
I'll put
So-
on the tear off ones actually.
So so that's his thing now, and he did deny the claims, but then more came out and more came out. And his favorite film is Raw, that French film that about the cannibals,
Okay.
So-
Or
very-
Cannibal Holocaust.
It
too.
gets deeper and
Cannibal
deeper.
Holocaust. So yeah, I'll have to show you some of the messages, but like
For
I mean,
sure, yeah.
seeing as he's such a like a perfect individual, aside from this, like, are we thinking deal breaker? Like, well, where?
I'm not. I don't swing that way. I can't.
I mean, if you have
Steph, I think you're
consent,
the only one that we can ask that to.
I don't know. You guys can have an
Would
opinion.
you let him take a bite? That's the question
From
we're asking.
where?
yeah.
And if so, where from?
I was gonna say where from. No, I think I got to draw the line at cannibalism. That's,
I've
Foot
got good to
fetish,
know.
I have to
foot
draw the
fetish, we
line at
can do it.
cannibalism.
Yeah,
Bondage,
yeah.
we can do it. Cannibalism.
Nah, no thanks.
Nah,
Catch you
yeah,
next
all right.
week.
You can kink shame someone if it's illegal for sure.
Yeah,
so,
that's exactly right. You can kink shame someone if it's illegal. So the
Oh, yeah,
one thing that's,
cannibalism's illegal. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it is.
cannibalism's definitely illegal.
With consent, is it illegal?
well,
You
yes,
can't-
it is.
it's
It
any-
is.
Like if I
you
offer
can't-
myself to you,
You can't consent in serious bodily harm.
really?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, yes, because back in Germany, you guys watch the IT Crowd. There was a parody of this actually.
Yeah.
There was a German man who put an ad in the paper who wanted to eat someone.
And people
German
And someone
cuisine,
wanted
I think.
to-
German
I think-
cuisine.
And then there was someone who was suicidal as well, and he wanted to die. So they worked out an arrangement where they got together, wined
Dude
and
got locked
dined.
up for murder.
Yeah,
definitely
he-
wined and dined.
Wined and dined.
Ah.
No, they went out for dinner beforehand. I think. Then he like slipped. Like I think they had sex. Then they,
course.
the suicidal one.
Can I have a
took
question?
some drugs.
Cannibalism
this
and
is-
sex hand in hand, apparently.
This is such
Yeah.
a weird, but if I'm going to eat someone, I don't want to fuck it before you, like you don't want to,
Well, Armie Hammer clearly
know,
doesn't
man.
care.
like you don't want to fuck your sandwich before you eat it. Like,
Hey, speak for yourself.
oh Jesus.
All right. Well, if we could get Arnie on the show, that would be great. That'd be
I
good.
feel like
Yeah.
he might
I could ask
be
him about it.
possible now.
Do you reckon it is?
If he was going to appear on anyone's
Think-
show,
Small trailing, yeah.
Look, we're
Put us on the
fine
map.
with it. We're cool with it, as far as
Sure.
Arnie goes. Yeah.
Sure.
yeah, okay.
My one worry is Call Me by Your Name too.
Send him a finger.
What's going on?
Send him a finger.
don't
Which
need
one?
them.
Which one we cutting off?
The pinky, I guess.
Yeah, you can't get rid of the thumb because then you.
But he likes
I
to
need my
eat. Give him a
opposable
meaty
thumbs.
one.
Yeah, give him a juicy
Yeah.
one.
I guess the ring finger on the left. The left. No.
Yeah.
The right. The right. The
He's
left's
got
the
something to
important
chew
one.
on then, at least.
Yeah, sure.
And want the boy to go hungry on a little pinky finger. That's not enough.
Give him
So-
some meat.
Yeah.
What about toe? Give him a toe.
Yeah, big toe.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit hard with
No,
you.
not big
wobbling,
toe, 'cause
limping.
then
It's got to be the big toe.
Just lose
It's the
one.
only juicy one.
Yeah.
What if
Why are we
cut off
talking
one of the
about
middle
this?
ones? Screw it. If we're happy with the finger, go on arm.
An arm. I'm not giving
Hey,
away
might as well
my
be-
arm.
127 hours. Let's go.
I'm not giving away my
Oh,
arm.
yeah.
Give
Cut a
away
chunk out of your
arm.
ass.
Blood knife and all.
my-
Hang, I'm
No.
not okay with it. You're okay with the fetish.
Look,
All
I
right,
really like
anyway.
symmetry anyway, so we'd have to work it out. We'll talk it out later.
Do you reckon Braden
um,
cut off an arm for him?
Also, he gets two
We can talk
fingers.
Braden into that.
We can get Braden to do it.
Yeah.
So anyway, Call Me by Your Name 2 is obviously being talked about, and I'm quite worried.
Oh, I'm so worried for Timothy Chalamet. that film.
Well, you know, now
That's
that I
right.
think about
He's
it,
a twink. He doesn't have much on him.
I haven't seen Call Me by Your Name in a little while. I think there's a scene where he like goes to pretend bite Timothy Chalamet. I need to rewatch it.
Turns into a horror film.
But the second book takes place way in the future from Call Me by Your Name.
Any
1.
cannibalism in it?
There is no cannibalism as far as I'm aware.
Damn.
They are they're much older. They've built their lives. They've built their families. So if they are going to recast, they have to recast everyone. They can't they're not just going to, like, I'm hoping they've got more sense than to just replace Arnie
Sham.
and leave Chalamet there
Sham.
with someone else. They're not going to have the same dynamic. They got chemistry in that. But have you seen Call Me by Your Name?
No.
My God, Chris.
Speaking of fucking food, Timothy Chalamet fucks a peach.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, right?
Okay.
And then
doesn't-
Armie
that
Hammer
doesn't make
eats
me
it.
peach.
He eats the peach.
And knowing
And he's
that
aware?
he's fucked the peach.
Yeah, like he's looking at it and
it's
he's
a
like,
kink.
he
What are
said,
these
he goes,
movies?
what's
What are
this?
these topics?
It's
Yeah, what are we?
This was a good podcast
What if
when
we
I
listen
came
to the
on.
show?
What
If
has
you've listened
happened?
to any episode, you'll know that's my
This-
favorite film of all time.
Okay.
So you need to watch it. It's better than you think.
Steph
Braden's
advocates-
gone for 1 week. It's all bloody Cannibal Kink and
Fucking
peaches. God.
Anyway, so
We're a
Armie,
family.
What does
Yeah,
that
yeah,
say?
yeah.
If Steph's favorite movie is a movie where Peach is fucked, what does that say about her sex life?
I
God,
watch it
do
for
you
the
love it?
Italian scenery.
You must love the Mario games.
Yes.
I was like, that doesn't happen in the games.
Well, not the ones that I've played.
It's a beautiful film. We love the film.
Do we?
Armie,
Do we?
call us.
I thought the film was okay.
I've never seen it.
I thought it was a bit overrated, if I'm going to be honest.
Right, well,
You do talk it up a lot.
You do talk it up
I
a
talk
lot.
It's my favorite movie ever. So,
Well,
Armie, give us a call if you're free. We'll work something out.
sure.
Anyway,
Chris,
you have stuff you want to talk about.
What's up? Oh yeah, I watched a few movies lately.
do we want to play your theme for a second?
Nah,
Okay.
it's not worthy. I will have some proper movies for Chris's Corner next week. But I watched a little movie on Netflix that popped up, which I had not heard of, called Jungle. Did any of you guys notice that one?
Radcliffe.
Yeah, I was about
I
to
want
say
to watch it.
What did you say? Ratcliffe.
Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Daniel
Oh,
Radcliffe.
Daniel
big
Radcliffe.
Harry Potter.
Harry
big dick
Potter.
wizard energy man from England. Yeah, and he's really good. It's a really good movie.
movie?
It's about basically his character, is based on a true story, gets lost in the Amazon jungle on his own, with a few companions at first, but then obviously on his own. And Daniel Radcliffe, man, can act. He can still act.
Can he?
Yeah. I mean,
He's done some weird things since
Yeah.
Oh,
Harry
yeah.
Potter. He
Horns?
did Horns.
he's done some weird stuff.
Swiss Army Man.
Swiss Army Man, yeah. that's
That
a weird
was
one.
weird.
That was
Yeah.
fantastic.
I
I
love
loved it.
So this one back down to earth rather than this high concept other stuff that he's done. This is just your standard survival movie. It's true story. Guy
Okay.
stuck in the Amazon, and it's really good. Him obviously he's on his own. No one to
How
talk
long
to.
is
His
he stuck
character.
for?
2 weeks or something, alone on the river.
Comparing this to Franco, who was better in solo survival?
Well, it's very different because Franco's in the same spot.
Yeah, true.
They both do a good job of showing,
Okay.
of acting the part of
When's
like
it set?
driving crazy.
How long ago did this actually happen?
I believe it's in like the 90s. It's not like notably in the
Okay.
olden
Yeah.
times or anything.
Right.
There's cars and
He's
planes.
got like a
and,
full beard now. I want to watch it.
Didn't know
I think
Daniel
my-
Radcliffe
my-
could grow a beard.
he grows some hair, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. He does
Cool.
because he's alone for so
I
long.
just remember the poster.
But yeah, what sticks out to me is he's having some like crazy like fantasies where like he thinks he has someone with him, and just a lot of the scenes there where he's kind of communicating with this imaginary
Right.
person that he thinks can't speak his language. But yeah, acting.
that's
man.
really
acting.
interesting,
He's
actually.
really he does the falling apart really well, and yeah, that was out of nowhere. Just saw that, watched that,
Yeah, I've been
captivating,
That.
captivating.
So I guess
Jungle.
it's a
Get on
little
that one.
different to 127 hours. Is it more focused on his mental deterioration rather than the actual like get him through this?
Kind
ordeal?
of, but it's also much more focused on because there's not much on the setting in 120 hours because he's like in the same spot, I guess.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like really showing the deep depths of the jungle. There's a scene where he eats an egg, and then he's like walking. It's like ages later in the film, and he just comes across the eggshell and realizes
Oh, no.
he's
Just
made
walks
absolutely
around
no
in circles,
progress, and like. Yeah, so it's I think much more getting across the jungle, like the setting
Okay,
aspect of it,
cool.
than 127 hours.
It's on
Yeah,
Netflix. I'm gonna have to give it a watch.
I don't want to get stuck in the jungle. I'm seeing this one
Okay.
because like he gets like worms under his skin, like
Oh,
all the sorts,
yuck.
all the sorts. Yeah, it's good,
Ugh.
good
You ever
stuff.
heard about peeing in rivers? Or they should like say as a male, if you're peeing in a river, like get a stick or something and break up the stream. Because apparently things can swim, like little parasites
Oh.
can swim up the stream into.
I
you.
think I have heard that. That is.
And they grow
bizarre.
like in your
Yeah.
sack.
Oh.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so they say if you're peeing in like a river, get a stick and just
Yeah.
break it up.
Good to
So
know. Good to know.
yeah, watching this movie, you almost as close as actually having a parasite live in your nutsack,
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
but not the full experience.
So
but
what
close.
else? What else you been watching, Chris? We're in your corner now.
All right, I've been watching Battlestar Galactica on
Oh.
repeat, which I've seen before, but I don't know if you guys have seen that before.
Never.
No one. It's one of those classic sci-fis. You know, back in the 90s, there was some kind of sitcom-y sci-fis going on. And yeah, this is one of them. It's pretty good. There's a lot of action. It's kind of one of those where they did a miniseries, then a show, then there's been some movies.
It's a show that Dwight likes.
Yes, Dwight loves it. It's a classic
Bear
nerd
beats.
show.
Sorry,
Back
I
to
be
hate,
into.
I hate to break up Chris chat, but
Yeah.
I found a show on Disney Plus, and it only came out for one season in 2015. It's a Muppet style mockumentary show
What?
where you're following.
Okay.
I've only kind of watched the first half of the first episode, and at the moment it looks like Kermit's a producer of like
love it.
like the Muppet Show, and it's all like it's like The Office where you're with it's a mockumentary
Oh my
crew, and then they have the
God.
one-on-one interviews.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I love that
it
idea.
only lasted a season though.
I love
so-
the Muppets because they just look like the sort of people that are in their off time, just the most deadpan. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to do this shit.
Yeah, I would definitely want to finish watching it. 16 episodes of season 1.
What's it called?
That's it.
The Muppets.
Oh, it's called The Muppets.
The Muppets. Like, just type it into Disney Plus, you'll find them.
All right, I'm keen. I've got a lot
Just
of
like
stuff to catch
The
up on.
Office.
Right.
Yeah,
do
the
that.
the only other interesting thing to say about Battlestar Galactica is it's one of those shows where they've got they all speak English, but they say frack instead of fuck,
My bad.
and that's always interesting because they're just constantly being like, oh, frack those fracking
Is that meant to be like
machines.
a sci-fi thing, or is that?
Frack. I don't know. Is this like a decision to get around being able to
Yeah.
swear, or is it like
I think it's so they can have a lower rating.
yeah, and have realistic dialogue? But there's something if you want to have realistic dialogue and have these soldiers swearing all the time like they would in real life, then have them saying frack and having it just sound a little silly.
In the heat of battle,
does
dropping a
sound a little
frack.
silly.
It sounds a little silly. But when you get used to it, it's alright.
But also, does that go along with the show? Like, it's meant to be a bit outlandish and.
There's no other weird slangs. It's
No,
just
but I mean,
People
like,
aren't meant to be.
But I mean, like, the setting's obviously like just some sci-fi thing, so it's not like realistic Earth stuff. So it's not.
Yeah,
It
but you don't
is,
have
though.
people
No,
saying that
they're-
in
it's
Star
like a
Wars.
colony. There's a colony of planets. They're humans. Their culture is just Western human culture. They're
Okay.
totally like
Okay,
Western humans, white
that
people. Yeah.
Makes more, yeah.
And the only difference from their culture and ours is that they say frack.
Yeah, a little silly. Little silly.
They move,
So,
they,
yeah.
they move planets, and it's like, all right, number one rule, no fuck.
No fuck, only frack. Yeah.
Is
So
that-
yeah, frack that. But good show, fracking good show.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Alrighty.
Are we ready for the end game?
The end game.
I don't know what the scores are. If someone quick wants to get on the doc, why
I don't know the scores. Oh.
If only you
I
had
think-
access to them.
I don't think
I
I,
think
have
me
access to
and
the
Braid-
drive. I'm going to be honest with you.
It was me and Braden on
Well, everyone,
equal.
it's the trailer
If you
game.
could get the access, that'd be great because I think I've lost it again. I'm going to
Alright.
need you to send. I have to send you my email.
Do we want a reading of the scores?
Yeah.
So Braden is on 4.
Yeah.
Steph on 3.
Yeah.
Michael on 5.
Yep.
Me on 1.
Yep.
There's no rating for Alex on here.
Good, because I'm the.
He's
I'm
the
the
host,
boss.
of course.
All right, we don't know how
It
it,
makes
works.
sense.
I'm gonna play the audio from a trailer. I'm just gonna let it play. You buzz in when you think you know what it is. If you're right, you will hear.
Rules have changed now. Then.
Oops. If you're right, you will hear. If you're wrong, you will hear.
Right, rules have changed.
Standard,
This
standard.
is interesting. Then
I'm pretty sure the rules have been the same for the last couple of weeks.
No, they kind of changed up, but
you
I
used
feel
to
like
play it
Steph's
for
been
1
in it
second,
since
then
that.
3
Oh
seconds.
no, we
and-
stopped that because you
Alright.
guys couldn't get on board with that.
It was too much.
Alright.
You
Too much
couldn't
for
wait
you
until
guys.
the thing finished.
All right,
you
so
could-
just buzz
you
in
guys
second
couldn't
one.
wait.
Monkey just want to play game.
Exactly.
Okay, that's all
So
I can do.
I've
All right.
simplified it for you layman.
All right.
Let's
Are we
go.
ready? Here is trailer 1. I don't remember exactly what trailer 1 was.
Okay.
But
Alright.
there might be some.
Let me close my eyes and get in my zone.
I
Okay.
think one of these are really hard.
Alright.
Got room for one more.
The Hateful Eight.
I'm concerned because you buzzed that in before he even spoke. I'm not saying you cheated.
I don't. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was thinking because I was actually just going to buzz in and say Django,
Yeah.
and then I did hear Jamie Foxx's voice.
not
and I
Jamie
thought-
Foxx.
Not Jamie Foxx.
Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm
Sammy
thinking
boy.
Django. I'm thinking Django. Anyway, yeah, I heard
So
Sam.
yes.
And yeah, so I was like Hateful Eight.
Correct.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
Is that
Okay.
the one that you thought? Because you thought you had 3 there.
I have 3.
One for
That
each
was
of us.
yours.
All right, damn
Yeah,
it. It's only
definitely-
downhill from here.
Tough competition. But like none of us had any idea until he spoke, but Steph was already on it, so whatever.
All right, ready for trailer 2.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Definitely one of the ones that we need to
Give
just
it a few
hang out.
seconds.
How are you doing?
Yep. Force Awakens.
What the freaking hell?
Bro, do you know how many times I watched that trailer through tears?
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
That
gave me chills
That
when
was
I heard
so quick. I need to turn my
What
mic
the
off.
hell? Can we
'Cause that-
listen to that again? Can I just
You
hear?
want to listen to that again?
Well, now we have to wait
No,
5
it's
seconds.
I could like probably come in with the words like, "There's been an awakening." Oh, is it that one or is this
I
the?
don't know.
That's it. He'd gotten it by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is this the? I have it.
Yeah.
You have this power too. See, that,
Bloody hell.
I mean, I thought this would tip you off that it's Star Wars.
I'm already thinking
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
I can't believe you got that fast.
again, I felt the
That was
chills, dude.
impressive.
I had the memory of the
I
hype.
think that's the fastest
That
guess.
is definitely
That-
the fastest guess.
Definitely the most impressive anyway.
I almost want to give you 2 points for that.
Hey, man, I was got to
Michael,
put some points on
Vito?
the board sometimes.
I mean,
Vito?
come on. All right.
All right, fine.
Trailer
fine.
3. Maybe Mike will get this one.
Maybe.
It's my husband. He's gone missing.
Missing?
I'm terribly worried. It's just Fred's never been gone this long before.
How long has he been missing?
Since the funeral.
Well, I can start right away. You're a private investigator? My profession is very complicated, okay? It's nuanced. That's a lot of blood.
Is this the Nice Guys?
Yeah.
Haven't even seen it, but I was like, I was going to say Drop Dead Fred.
Oh my god.
I got it and I had no idea of the name. I almost said the other guys.
I remember like the lines. I'm just like, I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
That was
So-
good. That was good.
Cool. I need to watch that movie.
Haven't you seen it?
No.
You do need to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, everyone. That was the trailer game. And guys, yeah, cool. 51 minutes. Great show, guys. Nice and tight. I like
Nice
this.
and
Back
tight.
under an hour. Trimming the fat off. This is good. It's
That's
good.
it.
It's real good. Good work. Give yourself a
Seems
round
like
of
you're
applause.
dragging it out now.
Yeah, 'cause
Thanks,
now,
thanks.
well, now I'm going to drag it out more when I try and get back to the sound, stand the show. There we go.
Oh, it's just losing quality every time you try and drag it out. Every time you talk
stop it.
slowly
Oh my
to
God,
make
here
it
we go, this
go
guy.
longer.
All right, everyone, let's just end the show before Chris destroys it.
That's right. Problem taken care of.
Oh, we've muted Chris. I'm sorry, buddy.
Wait.
Please.
Well,
Please, sir.
everyone, Chris, you're a regular now. We should say that. You're here every week.
Yeah, I'm here every week.
Yeah, hell yeah. Steph.
He's been promoted.
Steph's been
Hey.
demoted.
I'm bi-weekly.
I keep saying.
Steph's
you
still
know.
on probation.
Yeah.
So, everyone, that's been episode 91 of Millennial Movie Talk. Nearly forgot the name of the show for a second there.
Did you almost call it vulgar professional?
I almost called it MMT instead of Millennial Movie Talk. But I guess that
Yeah.
would have had the same.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
same
Close
thing.
enough. Yeah.
Well, thank you all for listening. Make sure to check us out on everything that we are on. This concludes Patreon, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter. We're over there at MMT Boys, and then just Millennial Movie Talk at Instagram. We also have a TikTok now.
What?
Yeah. Have you not seen the edits I've been making for TikTok?
No, I don't have TikTok. I don't.
Oh
Did
my
you not see him
God.
post
I've been
the
sending
video in the chat?
videos in the chat of
Is that
my
what
work.
they are? They're for TikTok, are they?
Yes, so that we can maybe get some more
Right.
another way to get the young kids into the
Yeah.
show.
And while
Yeah,
Alex
yeah,
has been
cool.
working hard on the TikTok, I've been working on the Millennial Movie Talks OnlyFans.
Oh, nice.
Which is gonna
We're really like,
So Chris,
we're casting
we're
a
covering
wide
all
net.
bases.
Hit me
We're
up when that's
casting a
ready.
wide net.
with a what? Sorry.
Hit me up when that's ready.
So, no, it's ready. It's out.
Yeah. Look, we'll let you know. There's going to be a lot of movie themed content coming up on there. Yeah.
Dressing up as characters.
Mainly solo stuff,
you should
but
see the
very
Indiana Jones
tasteful. Very
episode.
tasteful.
Love it.
It's all a bit of fun.
That's
isn't
what,
it?
the $10 Patreon tier? $5 Patreon tier?
It's not patrons, only fans. 20% off the first 2 months.
Yeah, there's a whole different tier level for our Patreon.
First
Right,
100
get
is free.
50% off.
Yeah.
That's how we hook you.
And with
Anyway, for some reason, also make sure to add Michael on Facebook.
Yep.
You really need some
We're
friends.
bringing that into 2021.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Just add Michael on Facebook. And
And
as
Michael on
always,
Facebook.
I'm Alex.
Disgusting.
I'm Michael.
I'm Steph.
I'm Christian.
We're out of here.